All right, ladies and gentlemen, back again. War 3 here. Going up against LOXC, League of Extraordinary Champions, I think, or League of Extraordinary something. Challengers, maybe. So yeah, another fun war, man. This was a lot of fun. I do die this war. It sucks, you know. It hurts. It was kind of lame too. Weak ass MoleMan. Guys, weak. But it was on 5B, you know. Could have played better, obviously. And I used white mags. Good old Wags. Still a fan. Probably a little panic, and you know, I should have just probably blocked a lot more. Kind of forgot MoleMan went unblockable, to be honest, because I don't ever use MoleMan. Mine is rank 1 as a 6-star, and I just never use him. He didn't bait. Like, I like to do my intercepts on 5B as like 2, 3, 4 back lights, so like a draft back light intercept, and he never took. He just didn't really cooperate, I think once, and it just wasn't enough. So, what are you gonna do, you know? You move on. You learn from it and you move on. But, I mean, obviously I should have used She-Hulk. I mean, that's the answer. Am I right? No. This is, you know, this is kind of why I want, largely why I want Captain Britain from this feature, which this video is kind of going to segue into, because I forgot that the new featured crystal is coming out today. So I'm going to do another video following this one with a giant 300,000 plus shard feature set. I want Blade, but there's some other stuff I want there. Anyway, so let's get into this here. I wanted Mr. Fantastic for this first fight, even though like the only debuff that he has that actually prevents her unblockable is weakness, and that's not even his own. That's from the resume. The level 1, I wasn't too worried about. It was really the level 2, because that thing's all over the place. It's like the full length of the screen. As you can see, she's stingy here on this node with that level 1. She wants to get to the level 2 and use it. And I do lose my pre-fights, but I still end this fight with 6. So because it's a 9 fight war for me. So I wanted, and I forecasted where I wanted the pre-fights. I do take this Doom here, and it won't work on him because of the node ebb and flow knockdown, I think. But I won 1 for Venom, 1 for Thing, 1 for Thing, 1 for CGR. I had 6A and 6B plus 2 minis this war. And then 1 for Mojo, so that's 5, right? And then I needed 1 for Mangog. So yeah, I needed them all. Venom, actually, I can take Venom. You know, I offered to. That wasn't the plan initially, but one of our players was preoccupied, had work stuff, IRL. So yeah, I ended up taking Venom. So I did, and I kind of anticipated this, so I wanted that extra pre-fight. But this is a rank 4 Doom. As you can see, I've got the Furies up. And what I did notice in this fight is that her slow is basically the length of his protection drop. Like his protection comes back when her slow wears out right here, which is awesome, because the fury you get from this node, as you can see from knocking him down, it blends in with her own passive fury, so you never can tell when that protection is coming back up. And if he's in parry stun while that protection re-ups, then he drops out of parry stun and he can smack you. So I did notice that after as many times I've taken this, I never really put that together, and that's a good way to measure, as you use her slow debuff as the protection timer, essentially. Yeah, so She-Hulk moving right through these cats. Venom was a pretty easy fight. He's a little scary because I often, not often, but more often than other fights, I miss parries, like distance parries, like, you know, back up and he dashes in medium, and his move set. I mean, it's the same with Torch. There's some champs in this game that I just miss parries far more often than other champs, and Venom and Torch are both one of them. Venom's bleeds though, man. If you last season, yeah, I took a Venom, and man, he hit me with like 4 hits in a combo, and like 3 of them were bleeds, inflicted bleed, and it hurts, man, especially in war. So I did spec into I dropped Petrify in my masteries for this fight, and I respec'd into Coagulant. And naturally, I don't get hit when I spec into it. Had I not, I definitely would have gotten hit. Ooh, you saw that 47k crit there on the level 2. But yeah, so didn't need it, but better safe than sorry. Thing. Oh yeah, I did take Thing. Forgot about that. I took Thing after this. I didn't take Netflix. That was someone else. But I did take Thing here. Probably a pretty good placement if you're not using a slow champ. Because, you know, the node inflicts unstoppable and evade, and then Thing also has his own unstoppable. So if you can't sort that, man, you're gonna have some issues. But you'll notice I have 8% running with the 200%, and that's because I am low on 12% green. I think I stocked up on 200% and 8% because they came around more recently than the green 12%, so that's why that's like that. I think I already took Resonate off because I'm taking iBom on Conflictor Mini, and I don't want it for that node. So I went ahead after I took off Coagulate. I respec, pulled points out, and I went ahead and just left the point out of Resonate just for the rest of my fights, just because I didn't want to spend the units to spec and spec again for that one Resonate. And I did learn something in this too. I learned a lot this war, huh? His protection when it's up, and she stacks all these furies. He's extra large, so her furies never drop off against Thing, basically. His power stings are mitigated. The damage from the power stings are also mitigated from the protection. Have to be, because these power stings, look at this, 9 furies, and he gets, I think yep, right here. That should have killed him. I mean, damn. I don't even know this next one. Yeah, I think this next one does kill him. Oh, collapses under the weight of my dominance as I die. CGR, this fight, I could tell the AI wanted this kill. The AI did want to kill me here. I could feel it. I mean, they got their vengeance with Mole, didn't they? But I don't know, the way this was going, like, it's not that it was bad or anything, but I got lucky here. I do a dash in medium, and he didn't have slow on him. So the AI ended up dexing back as I dashed in, and I was able to recover and not get wrecked. Otherwise, that could have been real bad. But yeah, otherwise, just play this carefully. He does proc that armor up on the first hit, so I always, against him, because he's unstoppable armor, is I'll parry and then just immediately heavy, so that the first hit that I land on him, it brings slow up, so there's no chance that he can go unstoppable on me. Jerk. Wow. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that level 2 yet. I can evade the level 1, level 2. I can, but, you know, I just don't want to mess with it yet. I wasn't ready. So, yeah, my pre-fight drops off because I can't, right there. See that? I dash in, he dexes back. Got lucky. Yeah, a little bummed about my death, you know. It does suck, but the rest of my war was super solid. So, like, I'm not going to beat myself up. I mean, none of us like to die in war, you know. But it is what it is. I mean, it happens. It's all about the statistics. perfect season last season, man, that's hard to do, and it's rare. So, I mean, some guys can just perfect every season, but man, I don't know. That's tough. Bum. It's because I wasn't using She-Hulk, clearly. Mojo, this guy just falls. I roll this, what was it like? I think I take 80% or 90% of his health. I think 80% of his health in like one sequence. L2 into huge power sting, power back from that L2, combo 2 or 3 hits into another L2. Ruined. Doesn't quite kill him, but it might as well. I didn't want to parry to open because of the disorient, so I got a little time. Counter heavy. We'll do a parry here. Look at that. So big, I can get that medium into... Bomb. Medium into heavy. Love that. Right there, look at that. It took so much damage. And then he power sings himself, and then another level 2. If that had been a crit right there, that'd have been it. That'd have been death. Brief pause to make sure that parry takes. And that's it. I mean, so fast. And then I end up, that was my first set of boosts with all those fights. That's why I ran a 6-hour. And then this is the following day. I roll into MoleMan here. Another set of boosts for my last 3 fights. MoleMan, iBom, Mangog. Mangog has kind of just become like Winter Soldier level punching bag for She-Hulk, because he's always there in war with like every alliance, and she just bodies him. I mean, plain and simple. So this is the first time I've actually watched this fight after I died. It didn't feel like, I've played worse fights. So it didn't feel terrible. I haven't used him in a while, but you know, it just figures, you know, like in duels, this guy followed every time I went for my backdraft intercept. Every time. We'll get these prowess up, those heavy prowess. I do drop this level 2 here, I think. And I also, man, again, learning again, the Wags pre-fight works on the Mighty Charge, like the first dash in. You don't have to reparry. See right here, see? Doesn't chase. Does not chase. Every single time in duels he chased. I was hoping that would intercept or like count as intercept, but I don't think specials do. And I think what started, like, I should have just blunted him down, you know, like not got for the intercepts, but I start getting cornered here. See, he didn't chase it again either, right there. Indestructible saved me, but now I'm cornered. I'm like, okay, let's get out of this. Yeah, I should have just, you know, I don't really know. Play better, you know, get good. I mean, those whiff baits are working. I mean, this guy is throwing those specials, but I guess the unstoppable armor's coming back faster than, like, I recall. The fact that you can't hit this dick's block, you know, that is annoying. You just can't. You have to sit there, and he just, like, just stands there, like, waiting for you to hit his block. You can't do it. He's going to roll out that unstoppable on you. So he's got me all backed up. I'm baiting this level 2, and like, oh, shit, it does go unblockable. Totally forgot about that. Look at this. I mean, it's... this should have been a win right here. See? Late on it. And then I'm like, yeah, tilted. I'm like, man, I still might pull this out. Oh, it's just ugly. This guy sucks. So that sucked. Yeah, that kind of, I'm actually a little more bummed about it watching this. Like, Can't hit his block. Bullshit ass junk. What are you gonna do? You know, you're gonna heal up. You're gonna go back in. Of course, you know you heal. You use a lot of pots, even though like you only need like 2, 1 maybe. Finish this guy off. God, is there anyone that can? I guess they're like Noah can hit his block, huh? Like you just have to just wait it out. That's annoying. Never really thought of it. I actually don't fight MoleMan a whole lot. He's sitting there beating his monster. Look at him beating his monster. Man, that's not nice. Like a horse and jockey. I was due for some unstoppables though, because a lot of these fights, you know, what do you know? He chases this time. Computer's like, oh, I got my win. I got my win. Happy. So yeah, that happened. God, I was on a roll too. Perfect season, I think it was 81-0 last season. Now I'm like, probably like 90 wins and 1. Ah, well, move on. Yeah, this is the fight I took Resonate off for. This is the reason I left it off, because this dude's level 2, man. It hurts on block. Now I try to play him, you know, with alternating combos, so I don't proc a lot of these prowess puncture buffs. It's hard to like completely do none because because that Magneto's pre-fight, it distances you so much that like you kind of need to. You're gonna end up proccing a few of them. But I pretty much start rolling with level 1s here because the Fury's taunt, and those taunts are huge. They really are. He just plays right into them. Look at him roll. Like a roly-poly. Killbug. Yeah, the Magneto's pre-fight is huge in this. It really is. Drop the Furies. Take a couple hits. I was playing this at work too. That didn't help. Boom. So he drops. He goes down. Mangog, I mean, I'm sure you guys know how this ends. This guy just gets wrecked. iBom's level 3 though. I think it actually like poisons you, even if you're poison immune. It's like acid burn or something. I've never encountered that, but that's what some peeps in my battle group told me. Like he was on another node, and I was suggesting someone just tank the level 3. You know, you're poison immune. They had a robot or something, and it was like, no, you can't. It'll get acid burn, which is I don't know how that works, but apparently it does, and it hurts. So can't do that. Again, extra large. Parry, medium, into heavy. It works. Oh, I missed my good corner heavy spam. I haven't been able to get any of that up this season. A little bit. I would have had a ton of it against Sorceress on lane 1B last war, but I got ahead of myself. Got a little excited. Mangog's heavy. If you could like charge the hell out of that heavy for like 5 seconds, you'd probably do like 30k. It's all based on how long you can charge. Oh. But yeah, so this is coming to a close. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a fun war though, overall. We ended up winning this one handily. I think it was like, final was like 26-6 or something. 25-6. Our opponent battle group did pretty good. They had 5 deaths overall. But we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.